Hello and welcome to my channel On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. And today let's find out what's been on the hook. Well, I have finished my Stripes and Stripes sweater. That's what I'm calling it. Instead of Stars and Stripes, I'm calling it Stripes and Stripes. And I had a lot of fun with this sweater. This is a very, very comfortable sweater. And what I've done with this particular pattern is that I have gone into detail about how to shape your sweater so that it's not just a boxy look, which there's nothing wrong with. I really like the boxy look, but I'm showing you how to add a little bit of fit to your sweater so that they're not boxy if you choose to make one that way. So I want to stand up and I'm going to show you how this looks on me. I made this in a very loose form. Now the hips have plenty of ease. There are 6 inches of ease around the hips, around this part of the sweater. And then I shaped the sweater right about my waistline, and I gradually went up with that, and then I also increased so that there would be plenty of room for the bust, which is the same basic measurement as the hips. And most people, that is the case. The measurement here is the same as the measurement there. And you can choose whether you want to add back your stitches here if you just want to leave it small. You can certainly do that if you have a smaller bust. But in my case, I really wanted to make it more of an hourglass look, even though I don't have an hourglass figure. It's mostly up and down, straight up and down, and I'm comfortable in a boxy sweater. But for this particular sweater, I wanted to show you how to decrease and increase so that the sweater fits you in a way that it's not real tight. You can just give it that sort of form so that it gives you a little bit more of a feminine look. Now, the sleeves are built right into the fabric. They are not set in sleeves so that the stripes actually continue all the way across. Now, I know some people resist horizontal stripes, and I totally get that. You can make the sweater without stripes. It's optional, totally optional. You can make the sweater without the fitted waistline. You can do it that way, and it's optional. You can just leave it boxy. It doesn't matter. But I opened the neckline a little bit on this one because I made it out of wool, and I wanted it to be comfortable in spring and fall. And if you leave a little bit of skin up here uncovered, then you can stay cool. When you get hot, sometimes you'll fan yourself, and that you want to hit this part of your body because that's really what keeps you cool, your wrists and your neck. So I opened the neck a little bit here. It comes down a little bit in the back, so it's not very high up here, and it's very comfortable. But in the wintertime, I can wear this with a lightweight turtleneck top or a t-shirt top, and that would cover up this part of my neck and back here as well. So it would be nice and comfortable. So I wanted to bring this to you today and show you that I have my new pattern out on Etsy. If you're in the community, you will have received an email in your inbox, and you can use the discount code there for this pattern or any pattern in my shop. I've set it up so that you can use it on any pattern. There are 45 patterns in there now. So I have hopefully something for everybody if it's a wearable garment. So this is out there now. It's called Stripes and Stripes. I hope you enjoy it. And let me quickly show you the wool that I used to make this. This is a DK Merino Superwash wool from Plymouth Yarns, not sponsored. This is a very comfortable wool. It's beautiful. It's 100% Merino Superwash. I can wash this and I can dry it in the dryer. So if you wanted to make children's clothes out of this, this would be a good thing to make them out. Now I've been talking about making children's clothes and what yarns are not good for that. This yarn would be good for that. A little boy's sweater or a little girl's dress or something like that. So it's a DK weight, and it's very, very comfortable. I like it. It's smooth as it can be. I have it right next to my skin. I don't have on a tank top, so this feels really, really good. Colors I used were light gray. This color is called Wine, and those are the 2 colors that I used. This one has a little bit less yarn in it because I used the dark color to do the edging around the neck, to crochet the edging around the sleeves, and I started out with the dark color, so I didn't have to put an edging around the bottom. It is very loose and comfortable there. I used a larger hook to chain up for the original chain, so it worked out great. I really like it. I've been working on this for quite a while. As you know, I've shown it several times in my videos, but I'm finished with it now and enjoying wearing it today. Today I want to show you some new yarns that I've purchased, and I'm going to do a couple of comparisons here, but mainly I want to show you some new things that I have found. One of those yarns is called Mandala Fluffy. And the other day, Lion Brand sent me an email, which they do quite often, with a 4 for $10 special. I had never seen this yarn. It's called Mandala or Mandala Fluffy. It is all acrylic. It's washable and dryable. There are 76 yards on the cake. This is a jumbo number 7. Now look at this yarn. This is really, really big. Look how big that is. It's a number 7 yarn. And I have started already making a cowl from it because this will probably be one of my Christmas presents to a friend who loves black and gray. And I resist going out on a limb and buying her anything, any yarn with a color in it. I always use black or gray to make her something every Christmas. So I have started this, and about 30 minutes ago, really not kidding, 30 minutes ago I started this cowl. Now this is a very simple cowl. It's just about 29 inches long. See how long that is? About 29 inches. And when I'm finished, I'll sew it together and it'll be right about this big, which is fine and perfect. Very wonderful. And this is very comfortable against your skin, believe it or not. It's a tiny bit, I want to say rough, but it's really not. It's very, very soft. I've found it to be very soft, and I wouldn't mind wearing this as a cowl at all. Now, I have done 5 rows of half double crochet using my PQ hook that I always start my show with. It's a 15mm crochet hook. It's probably one of the biggest, not the biggest, but one of the biggest crochet hooks you can buy to make regular garments from. This is 5 rows of half double crochet. And look how pretty the colors are. It's actually, it's a mandala, so it's going to change colors. As you can see, there's some white, some gray, and some black. And this colorway is called Viper Fish. I ordered 4 cakes because it was 4 cakes for $10. And of course, shipping was $5, so the whole thing cost $15. So divide by 4, it's not very much that's not very much per cake. And to try something new and to be able to make some Christmas presents out of it, I thought that was a real deal. So again, this is Mandala Fluffy. Let me get the Mandala Fluffy, not sponsored by Lion Brand, although it seems like I should be. I'm talking about them all the time. But again, this is about halfway through the cowl, so I'll probably need a couple of cakes of this to finish the whole thing. Not an entire 2 cakes, but right about 2, because this is how much I have left. See, I've got a big hole in there. And I've done 5 rows on my cowl. So I'm well on my way to finish this, and I'll show this to you Monday because I'll have it done by then, of course, and then some. So I wanted to show you that. That's a new yarn for me. I did not know it existed. It's a number 7 again, and I'm using a PQ hook to crochet it, and anything smaller I don't think would work. It might be a little bit of a strain because you need a big hook for a number 7 yarn. Now another comparison that I wanted to make was some Mary Maxim yarn that I bought. I only bought 3 balls of this. This is a number 6 super bulky, 100% acrylic, and this is called Mary Maxim Starlet Chunky. Let me get that up there where you can see it. It's really pretty. It's a basic number 7. It will crochet a cowl or something like that very quickly, a hat. It would be very fast. Not sure I'd make a sweater out of it, but this is called Eggplant. This is a pretty color. I like purple. It's one of my favorites. It's 100% acrylic, and on each, this is of course a number 6, and on each ball is 60 yards. So 60 yards Mary Maxim Starlet Chunky. So there's a look at that. Now I'm comparing that to the Hometown Lion Brand, and one of my favorite yarns. I do use it quite often, especially at Christmas, to make hats and cowls with. But this is Hometown. If you've never seen it, you'll probably see this at Joann's. You can order it online. It's by Lion Brand. Hometown is the name. And this is also a number 6 bulky. They call it a super bulky, actually. This is a number 6 super bulky, 81 yards on the skein, and it is all acrylic. It's 100% acrylic, washable and dryable, machine washable and dryable. That's a nice attribute to this yarn. It's really good. If you're going to make a child's hat out of this, you can throw it in the washer and you're good to go. So one thing I like about this, in comparison to the Mary Maxim, and I like Mary Maxim yarns. I've used them before and they're very, very nice and they're very affordable. I like that about the Mary Maxim yarns. Lion Brand is a little bit more of a higher price. The difference here is you can see a difference. This is the Hometown and it is very shiny, kind of has a sheen on it, whereas the Mary Maxim does not. It's a dull yarn, but it's still very pretty. So I wouldn't have a problem making cowls and hats out of either one of these. I like them both. The Mary Maxim was a little less expensive, but you have to pay for shipping. And they didn't let me off the hook. I think I had to buy $75 worth, and I don't think I made it up to $75. So I had to pay shipping on it. It was like $8 or something, maybe $10. So you have to figure that into your cost. If you can run over to Joann's and buy 3 skeins of Hometown, you're in good shape. I don't think it would cost you any more than it would to buy the Mary Maxim online. Now, you can always get either one of them on sale. Joann is usually sending out emails every day now with different discounts, and I could get this at a much lower price than I could the Mary Maxim. But I like them both. I just wanted to bring those to you, show those to you. These are 2 different brands of yarn, the same size and the same composition, the 100% acrylic. So I just wanted to share those with you. Now moving on to another Mary Maxim yarn that I found. Actually, a subscriber told me about this, and I ordered some just to see what it was about. This is Mary Maxim Rag, and it's worsted weight, and it looks very similar and is very similar to the Basic Stitch by Lion Brand. A Basic Stitch is what I made my Hug and a Shawl shawlette by Cosetta Laws. I talked about that about 3 or 4 videos ago, but let me get that around there. That's Basic Stitch, and on the ball are 157 yards. Now, that's not as many yards as are on this. There are 216 yards on the Mary Maxim, which is very, very similar. I find that the Basic Stitch is a tiny bit softer, just as grabbing it. It's just a tiny bit softer than this. But this is perfectly acceptable for a child sweater or a sweater for you or a shawlette or a cowl or anything like that that you're wearing next to your skin. Very, very soft, even softer. The Basic Stitch is a tiny bit softer. They're both 100% acrylic. Now the difference is, on the label, the difference is besides the length of yarn that you receive for one skein, is that the Basic Stitch is anti-pilling. This is an anti-pilling yarn, and I thought about that. This one does not say anti-pilling, so I'll make a cowl out of that. I actually am doing a special cowl. I'm going to do something different with this. This is a double crochet cowl, and it's going to be very thick. It's going to sit right about like that, and I'm going to do something special with this one. So I just wanted to show you that. I've already done this much. It's a J hook, very easy to do, and I'll tell you all about that when I get it finished, but I'm not quite finished with it yet. But it's going to serve a function actually. So I'm going to lay that over here and the Basic Stitch there. I'm going to show you a couple other colors that I bought. You know I have 3 grandsons, so I'm going to make them all a sweater for Christmas. I'm not making red sweaters this year. I'm going to make them sweaters that they can wear all the way into the spring. So I bought Basic Stitch because it's anti-pilling, and that's the main reason. It's a size 4. Most patterns accommodate a size 4 yarn, so I won't have any trouble finding a pattern to use for their little sweaters. And I want to make them all very similar to each other. This is 157 yards on the skein. So again, it's Basic Stitch, not sponsored. It's Basic Stitch. I really like it. This is tan and white, and it's just a real nice yarn that would crochet up real nice for a little boy. I like that. I like it that it's light and it's not black or dark brown. It's really very pretty. Now for the oldest boy, I might branch out. I did buy enough of this to make all 3 sweaters, and that's probably what I will do. I'm not sure about that, but I might do that. I bought this color as well. It's called Gold Heather, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I love this color. It is a yellow brown, very, very beautiful. I'll get that back there where you can see it. It's also the basic stitch, anti-pilling, so 1 or 2 of the boys may get this color. I'm not really sure, or I might make Jeannie a sweater out of this color. I really like it. It's a color that I love to wear, and I just feel comfortable in the browns sometimes. So they're warm and they're cozy in the wintertime. So I thought I would buy some of this. So I bought eight skeins because it was on sale, and I can't remember how it was on sale because it's been a little while since I bought it. But it was on sale. I think I had a coupon at Lion Brand, or they were offering 30% off or something like that. And then the shipping was free because I bought 8 balls of this and 8 balls of that. And I really kind of went crazy, so I got my shipping free. Anyway, I wanted to bring those to you, those 2 colors. I just think they're really pretty. Now, I know on Monday, I did not talk about a new giveaway. I totally forgot. It just went right over my head, and I forgot to set up a new giveaway for this coming Monday's winner to be called. So I'm doing that today. I have some extra yarn. I'm going to start giving away some yarn, and I found this yarn in my stash. I will probably not use it until next summer, and even then I may not use it. I don't know. I might be on a different tangent. But this is Ice Yarns. I have 8 balls of this, and they fit into a knit crate box, which I thought that was pretty neat. They fit right in there, and I'm going to close it up and send it to the winner on Monday when we choose the winner. I have 8 skeins of this. These are 50-gram balls, and those will go to the winner on Monday. And let me give you a close-up of this. This is the yarn. There you can see it. It's a boucle. Y'all know what a boucle yarn is. It's the little loops on there, evenly spaced out. It's not a halo, it's a boucle, and it really crochets up very beautifully. That's why I bought it. But like I said, I'm just not going to have time to dive into this yarn, and I thought I would give it to someone who might enjoy having it. And I kept a few balls for myself. I might do something with it. I don't know what, but 8 balls is ample to do quite a bit with, and it is 60% virgin wool and 12% viscose, 28% polyamide. So it is a comfortable yarn. It's not extremely soft. It is, it's a boucle, so it's not going to be smooth like basic stitch. But this is 50-gram ball, and it's 160 meters, so that, is 180 something yards. There's a lot of yarn in this box, so I'm sending this along, and I hope you enjoy it. So what I'd like you to do is write a comment down below. We're going to pick the winner on Monday, so be sure you do that right away. And enter a comment with the word ICE, I-C-E. Put that somewhere in your comment, and you'll be in the running for the giveaway on Monday. Again, it's 8 balls of ice yarn in a boucle, kind of an off-white color. Very pretty. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of an off-white. So I'll be sending that out first of next week as soon as I get the address of the giveaway winner. Here's hoping you have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget to check your inbox for the pattern discount. It's a substantial discount that you can use on any pattern in my shop. And now I have 45 patterns out there. That's a lot of patterns. So be sure to take a look. If there's something that you'd like to have, then you can use that pretty good discount on the patterns that are in the shop and the new one as well. Be sure to like this video if it was of some interest to you today. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I will see you again on Monday when we'll find out what's on the hook.